Welcome to the Gorgeous Gamer. Today on Exercise Basics 101, the low plank. The low plank is a variation of the high plank, but you are on your elbows and forearms, relieving a lot of the stress on your shoulders and focusing more on the core. The plank is probably one of the most well-known and beneficial of all abdominal isolation moves. However, unlike crunches, holding plank will relieve a bunch of tension in the lower back and hits a lot more muscle groups at the same time. Muscles working. The primary muscles working during this exercise are the core muscles, rectus abdominis, obliques, transverse abdominis. However, secondary muscles supporting the core and stabilizing are working in the traps, shoulders, quads, delts, chest, and glutes. Benefits. As you can imagine, doing low plank is going to strengthen your core. From daily activities in life to sports will all benefit from a stronger core. Unlike other core moves such as the sit-ups or crunches, which put an incredible strain on the neck and lumbar, the plank, when done correctly, doesn't do this. If you've got lower back pain, strengthening your core is a must. Balance comes from stability, which comes from the core. The core connects the upper and lower half of your body. Plank does it all, from increasing strength, improving balance, and helping with athletic performance. Plank is also going to help with building that foundation for push-up gains. Form. There are two ways to start in a low plank. One is on your stomach with your elbows and forearms at your side. The other is to start on all fours, lower to your elbows, and then step back with your feet. Whichever you choose, lift your body up off the ground, ensuring your elbows are in line with your shoulders, not out in front, not behind you, directly underneath. Your spine and neck should remain in neutral position, meaning you should be looking straight down, not up, not back down through towards your feet. Your butt should remain down, pelvis tucked. You should not have a C shape in the back, nor should you have a pike in the hips. So, no sagging, no piking of the hips. Neutral all the way through. Pretty form. Modifications. Just like our push-up, we can pop down to our knees for an easier variation of the plank. Like the push-up, we want to be aware of where our body is so we have the same alignment just as if we were in the full version, just simply on our knees. This means our posture is exactly the same. Another way to modify low plank is by breaking up the time in which you're doing low plank. Start by on your toes, as you can see I'm holding, and then I pop down onto my knees for a quick rest. Then I continue to pop back up on my toes once I feel rested. I'll alternate like this during whatever time period I'm trying to hold my low plank. It's a great way of advancing while still working in an active rest position versus simply just stopping altogether. This is ultimately going to increase your endurance. Programming. It would be best to start by trying to hold plank for about 20 to 30 seconds, working your way up to a minute. If you're doing intervals, try doing 20 seconds at a time, and again, working your way up to that minute mark. Holding plank longer than 120 seconds or 2 minutes is not very useful. You'll start to see diminishing returns and your gains will be slower and slower as the stress on the body just simply isn't enough to see adequate progression. Like weightlifting, you need constant challenge to the body to force it to adapt. Body weight exercises are exactly the same. Create more instability in the core to improve your gains, such as low plank reaches, single leg planks, low plank lateral reaches, and anything else like adding a weighted vest. These are all ways to create instability, which will in turn challenge the body more, which will in turn increase your strength and your endurance for holding low plank.